Today I'll be playing with new clean makeup from the drugstore, or where I picked it up was Target. And no, I did not walk into the store. If you have the Target app, you can actually just buy it online, drive to the store, and they will bring it out to you. That's exactly what I did, since we are in a very special time in our lives where we really can't leave the house, or, you know, if you don't have to leave the house, don't. So we're playing with newer clean makeup, and I'm excited because a lot of these products, obviously I bought them because I've never tried them out. Let's begin with the newest eyeshadow little palettes. Like, how cute are these? These are by e.l.f. $2.99 each, which is amazing. You get 4 shades. They have 6 different little palettes you can choose from. I got cream and sugar and rose water. I want to play with the rose water today just because I'm feeling more cool toned. And I am going to do eyes first because I want to make sure there's fallout. I don't have to really clean up my face afterwards if I already have my base on. This eyeshadow right here is a little bit broken, and I'm just gonna smell it. I do want to swatch. Ooh, that's a nice swatch. Whoa. So we have one matte, which is right here. It's a little sad, but the cream shadows are gorgeous. I'm not really liking this darker one, but these 2 cream shadows are stunning. Well, they're not cream, they feel cream. But let's play with that palette for the eyes first. And I am going to use a new concealer to prep the eyelids. This right here is a concealer that I picked up, Well People. I've actually never used this brand, any of their products. This is their BioCorrect Multi-Action Concealer, and it had really good reviews. The only thing, it's expensive, $22.99 for each. So I picked up shade 0, which is Ivory, and shade 1, Fair. So I wanted to see which one I would be in. But I am going to, like I said, I'm gonna prep my eyelids using this concealer, and it's super tiny. It's a miniature concealer. 0.25 fluid ounces. I wonder if it's super concentrated, kind of, you know, like the IT Cosmetics. Ew, what is that? That seems very, very pale yellow. Definitely not ivory. Let's see what Fair looks like. And if you're noticing my fingernails, we were cleaning out the garage. I broke a fingernail and my nail polish came off my ring finger. So this is Ivory and this is Fair. I would actually switch the 2 around. This looks more fair, this looks more like Ivory, which is funny. Ooh, this is very thick. Wow. Ooh, okay. I'm actually gonna mix these 2 together. I'm probably gonna have enough for underneath my eyes afterwards. Okay, it's very thick. We'll see. And I'm just using a brush to blend it in. It kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, but I feel like this is even thicker. Oh, it doesn't even feel tacky anymore. Wow, okay. Okay, I just gotta be careful, babe. Keep reminding me I have concealer on my hand. All right, so we're gonna go in with this shade right here. Should I just use my finger to kind of pat that in? Yes, we're gonna go in with this shade right here all over the lid. That's pretty. I'm just trying to lay a nice base down, and I'm gonna go in with brushes.
Oh, it's pretty.
I'm gonna take this shade right here, the only matte shade. You can see how much, how much fallout that is. Seem to blend really nicely together, the mattes with the metallic shades. All right, I do want to see if I can get a little bit more intensity with these shades, the metallic shades. I'm just gonna take it on a brush, and I'm just gonna wet using like a setting powder. It's not setting powder, setting mist. Whoa. That's a strong mist, oh my goodness. Okay, you can definitely get a little bit more intensity. Okay. And I forgot to buy eyeliner. Literally forgot to buy eyeliner. So we're gonna use the darkest shade in the palette with like a little smudger brush, and I'm going to basically kind of just smoke it out towards the outer corner. And this one is more like a darker purple, and it has gold shimmer in it. Do you guys see that? All right, let's move on to the face. And I also did not pick up a primer. Actually, should I do mascara? Or should I do mascara after I do the eyeliner? You know what, let's do mascara. All right, so for mascara, I picked up 2 products. I picked up first a primer and then a mascara. So the primer is by L'Oreal, their Voluminous Primer. And I've actually never tried this primer out before. And they are considered to be a clean. Are they considered to be clean? Well, I found them under the clean makeup section under Target, and this is the Voluminous base. I really enjoy their Voluminous Original Mascara, but I've never tried their primer. And then for mascara, I picked up Pacifica Stellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara, and this is a very tiny mascara. So the primer is $6.79, and then mascara is $13.99. So let's first do the primer. The wand is massive. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm gonna like this wand. It's so huge. It's like a miniature version. The actual mascara. It's quite nice. It's separating the lashes really nice. It's not as black as I would want it to be, but it is going on top of a white primer. But then again, I've been using a primer for a little bit, and other mascaras, they don't really have an issue with adding pigment to the lashes. So far, it's more separating the lashes and lengthening. It's not really adding volume, but we'll see if it will add volume on the second coat. And the primer wasn't super intense. It wasn't very white, and it wasn't really thick. So far that primer, I'm liking it. It just adds a little bit of tackiness to the lashes for the mascara to adhere to. All right, so far the mascara is not doing it for me. It's not really doing my lashes any favor. For the amount of time I'm spending on it and the amount of product that's on the wand, I want more, and I'm not getting more. All right, so let's move on to the face. For the face, I have foundation. I've actually never tried this foundation out before. It's by Maybelline, their Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid and collagen. So that sounded very, very nice. I don't know, I think this is the lightest shade they had, which is Porcelain Ivory. And then I got Classic Ivory. No, I think they had lighter shades, but I think I might be in Porcelain Ivory, which is shade number 10. And I am going to try to use a sponge, a beauty sponge, and a brush and see which one I prefer more. It does say that it gives up to 12 hours of continuous hydration, visibly improves the look of skin. It's a medium coverage with radiant finish, and it doesn't clog pores, and it's dermatologist tested. All right, so I wanna make sure I don't, oh, whoa, that came out fast. All right, it's very moussey, wow. That does not remind me of a hydrating foundation. It's very moussey, and the color is completely off. A lot of the colors were sold out. All right, we're gonna try it first with a brush, and then we're gonna try it out with a beauty blender. Ooh, the color is horrible. And this color is even darker. Okay. Honestly, that's a pretty good coverage. And it feels nice. It's definitely very moussey in texture. Very moussey. That's interesting. Wow, that blended in really quick. I mean, the color match is not bad, but it does have a very peachy undertone to it, which I'm not liking. Wow, it's actually really pretty on the skin. I do think I'm gonna take the dampened sponge and kind of help just pat this in. actually like it better with the brush. Wow. Honestly, the way it's sitting on my skin, I quite like it. And like I said, I like it better with a brush application for some reason. Usually with this kind of product, like a very moussey, very light moussey in texture, I like it better with a beauty blender, but I'm using, what is this? EcoTools sponge, and I'm not really liking the sponge for it. I feel like it's just eating way too much product, and I don't like the texture. It's way too dense. I feel like it might be better with the original beauty blender, but I like the way it's sitting on my skin so far. I think it looks really nice. And just continue to blend, pat this in. It's definitely a nice luminous foundation, but I do have a very luminous base underneath with my moisturizer and making sure it looks good, but it feels good on my skin. Like, I don't feel it. It definitely, I can feel it when I touch my skin. It feels tacky still. That's usually with more radiant foundations. They don't really set like a matte foundation, but it feels good on my skin. Like, I'm talking and I literally don't feel it on my skin. It's super lightweight. You can still see a little bit of redness right here, but we can fix that with concealer. All right, let's move on with concealer. I did not forget about it. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit underneath. I'm just gonna use a brush. This concealer is very interesting. I'm really curious to see how it's going to work under the eyes, if it's going to crease or not. It's a very thick concealer, but a little goes a long way. And it actually is quite pretty. Well, so far. I forgot that I picked up e.l.f. the camouflage sponge for the concealer, but I didn't pick up the camouflage concealer. I just wanted to try out the sponge because I've heard really good things about it. It is so good. It's so bouncy and so soft, and the way it blends and the shape of it fits perfectly right underneath the eyes in the inner corner. This is a really nice sponge, and it is dampened. All right, concealer, I actually quite like it, and I did add a little bit to the forehead right here to kind of like brighten up right in the center. Wow, this sponge is nice. And I'm thinking, should I set underneath the eyes? I think I kind of want to, using this Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Translucent Finishing Powder in number, not number 7. I was gonna say shade number 7. This is the brand number 7. In shade Light, even though it says translucent, it still had shades that you could choose. And I kind of want to see how this is gonna work. Even though the concealer looks really nice, I feel like I wouldn't need to set this concealer. You know what, I'm just gonna use the other side of the sponge. Ooh, I don't like what that's doing. Nope, nope, nope. It's taking off the concealer, which is not good. No, that powder. I'm gonna finish off the eyes. Just using this shade right here that I used all over the lid. These eyeshadows are really beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I'm really liking these eyeshadows. So far, my favorite thing that I've tested out.
They're cheap.
$3, yo. I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and we're gonna test out this shade right here in the inner corner. That's so pretty. I'm gonna add it right here just to brighten up this entire area. I'm gonna take a little bit of this mascara on the lower lash line. Man, I don't like the wand. I'm curious if this is going to start transferring. All right, so let's do the brows. I have e.l.f. I've actually never tested, yes I have actually. Have I tested this? That's why I feel like I think I've tested this, but I think I picked up the wrong shade. So I have it in shade Taupe. For some reason, I feel like I've tried this brow product out and I think I really liked it. And it does come with a spoolie on one end and the brow product on the other end. Wow, I'm really liking how the eyes are looking. My green eyes are popping right now. I actually quite like this pencil. I think the color is pretty neutral. Just trying to see if the purple is making it pull out a little bit more red tones. But I feel like it's keeping it pretty neutral, and it was quite easy. It's definitely not as creamy as a lot of eyebrow pencils are, but that's kind of also a good thing. I do like this pencil a lot, and this one is only $5. And I am going to set my brows using this Wella product. This, not Wella, Well People product, their Expressionist Brow Gel in Blonde. And this one, how much did it retail for? $17.99. And why are all of their products so tiny? So fascinating. The spoolie is quite big though. I'm not sure if I like that. We'll see if it even holds up the hairs. The color is a little bit on the, it's a little bit warmer than I like. It's so tiny. Wow, for $17, $18 pretty much. All right, let's move on to the rest of the face, which is, where are you? I need my bronzer. Here it is. It's also Well People, their Bio Bronzer Cream. And this one also was this one also had really good reviews, but why are all their products so tiny and they're so expensive? This one is $23.99. Wow, that's very dark. Okay. And it's not like it feels luxurious or anything like that, but that's tiny packaging. I'm just gonna use the product. Kind of load it onto a brush. It seems like a very intense product that a little goes a long way. It looks red on me. I don't know if I like that. It looks very red. My eyeshadow? Yeah, I don't want it to match my eyeshadow. It's definitely, I can make it work. But do I prefer this, for example, over my Milk makeup? Which, let me show you the size difference.
Wow.
That's the size difference. I mean, and the color is much better. It's more neutral, cool tone versus this is very, it's like a brick red. It's very red in my opinion. All right, so I kept the bronzer on a very low minimal because it's pulling out a lot of red tones for some reason on my skin, so I'm not really liking it as much. But let's move on to blush, and I do have a cream blush as well. And this is by the brand Julep. I've actually never tried their cream products before. And this is their Cream to Powder Blush Stick in shade Peony Pink, which looks so pretty. And this retails for $14. So it's also a little pricey for drugstore, but you at least get a lot more product in comparison to Well People. Their products are so miniature. I'm still confused as to why. Oh, that's so pretty, but so intense. Oh my goodness.
It's like hot.
Wow,
Almost.
that's really pretty though. I'm just gonna take some on a brush, kind of work it in a little bit. A little goes a long way. Let's just put it that way. And I do have another blush too I wanted to maybe put on top of this. It blends out really easily though, really easily. Like it's not doing weird things on my face, you know? I still have time to go from my hand to my cheeks. I actually picked up this little cheek palette by Well People. High Vibrations 3-piece cheek palette, and they are cream products, and you have two blushes and then a highlighter. And I do want to try out this one right here. There's a little bit of like a berry undertone, which I think will look really nice with the ice. And at least this, you have a nice size amount of product. Quite like that, right? Very fresh. All right, and I do have a highlighter as well by Julep. This is their, again, Cream to Powder Blush Stick in Sheer Glow. And this one is more of a highlighter color, even though it says blush. But but you can see that right there. Kind of work that onto this, to the brush. Yeah, it's definitely, like it says, sheer glow. It definitely just provides a really nice glow without adding pigment. Does that make sense? Like, actually looks really nice on the skin. I'm feeling very, very healthy and glowy right now. Nice. I actually really like these products right here. For lip liner, I've used this product before, but just I'll mention it. This is by Revlon. This is their Color Stay Longwear lip liner. And for lipsticks, these ones I picked up in Winky Luxe. And I do have a lipstick in this brand, but not in these particular formulas. So I picked up 2 shades, Cream and Pippy. I think I kind of want to mix them together and see what I get. But this is under Cleaner Formula, under Target. Let me see how much it costs. They're $15 and they are very tiny. Let me show you, but the packaging, super cute. Even just the outside packaging. But look at that.
Like a big pill.
So we have Pippy. It's quite pretty actually. Very, very pretty. And then right here we have shade Cream or Creme. What's the difference between these two? Ooh. I think I'm gonna mix them. Mix the 2 together. I'm probably gonna put this right in the center. And I'm gonna put this darker shade Pippy on the outer corners. This lipstick right here with the white and gold, I feel like it's more shinier and it's a little bit more sheer, versus this one is definitely more of like a cream, very opaque type of a lipstick, but both very comfortable. Yeah, this was really nice. I want to pick up more shades in this. Wow. Oh, okay. So this is a demi matte, so it's more creamy, but it has a little bit of a matte finish, versus this one right here is just a creamy Dreamies lipstick. That's quite pretty. I actually like these 2 mixed together. I really like how this whole look came together. I really like this lip color with the eyes, the kind of playing with each other, you know what I mean? I think that my favorite out of everything here was definitely this right here. The little eyeshadow palette for $3. These metallic shades are stunning. They're so easy to work with, so blendable, so intense. I mean, wow, such a pretty look. And I like that I can do a very easy look with just the shades in here. Very impressed. And then the other products that I really enjoyed were the cream products by Julep. I think that's how I pronounce it, Julep. The blush and the highlight. I definitely want to pick up more blush shades. They actually had quite a bit of other colors to choose from. I think some of them were sold out. That's why I went with this one. But this, very easy to blend, very beautiful, and I do like that it gives such a beautiful, healthy glow to the skin. Both of them stunning, very easy to work with. And then honestly, did not mind the little cheek palette by Well People. Probably the only thing I liked from this brand. Did not really like the concealer. I felt like it was a little bit too fussy to work with, to make it look good, to make it work good underneath the eyes. I think maybe it's a little bit too thick for underneath the eyes. I think it might be better for like spot concealing, covering up different blemishes, basically spot concealing. But for underneath the eyes, for my skin type, I think it's a little bit too thick. I'm gonna still keep playing with it just because I do like how it works with the skin, but I think I might need to figure out a different powder, because this powder, ooh, it made a mess underneath the eyes. And I did try it with a brush, and then I kind of went back in with a sponge to, yeah, it was a mess. Eyebrow pencil, I like it, A+, very easy to work with as well. Other thing, the Well People, honestly, the eyebrows are still pretty up. They're holding. I'm curious how they're gonna hold out throughout the rest of the day. The products that I didn't really enjoy were definitely, I would say, the mascara. Huge disappointment. Did not like the bronzer, the contour stick. Did not enjoy that whatsoever. And also, I don't know. something with this powder. This powder underneath the eyes is not nice, and I don't want to powder the rest of my face with this just because of the way it's sitting underneath my eyes. I don't like it. The foundation, it's not bad. I think I just need to color match a little better, but again, a lot of the shades were sold out, but I think I like it so far the way it's sitting on the skin. It's very even. It's giving me a really nice healthy glow. I'm curious if it's gonna make me look very oily as the day goes on, but I really like the way it's sitting on my skin. But my favorite products is the eyeshadow palette and the lipsticks. Probably my favorite. Or no, three. I have three. I have the cream products, the eyeshadows, and then the lipsticks. Beautiful formulas that I'm definitely gonna keep playing with, and I'm definitely gonna pick up more shades. All right, let's go on with my day. Even though I'm staying inside the entire time, I am gonna do stuff around the house, and I'll do maybe a couple of check-ins. We'll see. Definitely at the very end of the night. All right, let's go. I decided I'm only gonna do one and only update at the end of the night. I'm ready to take my makeup off. I'm ready for bed. I'm ready to get ready for bed. And it's just, you know, it was a day at home. I literally didn't go anywhere. We both didn't really go anywhere. We stayed home. But the makeup, honestly, the eyes, so pretty. This eyeshadow is gorgeous. It's definitely worth $2.99. It's a beautiful, I especially love the metallic formula. I think it wore beautifully the entire day. And I even kept telling Andre, I went to the bathroom like, ooh, I like how my eyes are looking. They're so pretty. The color especially is so beautiful. And didn't smudge, it didn't crease. Beautiful payoff. I'm just really impressed with the eyeshadow. And then the other thing that I'm really quite impressed with is the cheeks, the cream blush and highlight. I actually really enjoyed those. Everything else kind of is mediocre. Even the foundation, I'm not really liking how the foundation is wearing. It's making me look really extra oily here, but then right here, it's looking really dry and it's cracking and it's creasing and it's making my skin look drier than it really is. I did not powder right here, so any kind of little fine lines, it's starting to really settle in and just like break apart, but looks dry. That makes any sense. And I didn't really apply that much foundation, so I'm kind of not really liking how it's wearing. But what else can I say? The eyebrows. I'm not really happy with this right here, Well People. Their products didn't really impress me. I'm actually really disappointed, especially because of the price point. Every product is so expensive and you get such a small amount for the price that they should perform really well, and they're not. Very disappointing products. At first this performed, I would say, the first hour or so, and then it just slowly, the hairs and the brows just kind of started to droop down, and I'm not liking the situation. But the eyebrow pencil from e.l.f., incredible. Definitely gonna keep using that, probably with my Gimme Brow. My tried and tested, my true and tested, something that I really enjoy. And then the lipsticks, I only wore them, I did not even reapply them, but I think this right here is the lip liner by the Revlon that's actually still on. Pretty much else, both lip colors, they kind of faded as I was eating dinner, but yeah, that's the makeup. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, spending time with me, and trying out this new makeup for me. Some of it was new to the market, but newer makeup for me that was supposedly clean from Target. And I'll see you in the next video very soon. But also, let me know what are some of your favorite clean brands that you can find at the drugstore, and maybe some of the favorite products from that clean brand. I definitely want to test them out. But for now, I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.